Hey everyone, this is Austin Schur here with We Write About Music, and today I am thrilled to be speaking again with Cody Steinmann. He has just released a great new track called Sydoc, and I am super excited to talk to him all about it. Cody, I want to thank you so much for your flexibility and coming back on and for continually delivering seriously amazing music. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. That means a lot, Austin.
I mean it. I totally mean it. Your music has continued to be, no joke, some of my favorite. It's continually thought provoking and original and fresh, which I mean is a lot to say in today's music landscape where it does feel like a lot of things are recycled. You
Yeah.
continue to think outside the box and just put great vibes into the universe with your music. Um, and with that being said, I want to talk about the song Psydoc. It's great. Obviously, it is an instrumental track, but I assume music stems from somewhere, some sort of inspiration. How did this one get started for you?
Um, Man, so I originally wrote the piece. Most of my music is really, more instrumental stuff. Anyways, at least that's where it starts for me, and
Yeah.
it's all definitely got a story behind it. Um, uh, but yeah, so I wrote the song. Uh, I don't know. It was probably one of the first few compositions I actually ever wrote. To tell you the truth, and I
Are
just
you
never
serious?
recorded. Yeah,
What
yeah.
you've been
Like
waiting for?
first five tunes I ever wrote. It was one of them. Uh, but so like the idea behind it um, is kind of like your doppelganger or your shadow self,
Sure, sure.
um, like an inviting. I mean, not I like doppelganger or something, but like somewhere it's like you have like your evil self,
Yeah.
kind of like so like I don't know like like I find like I don't have like multiple personality syndrome or whatever that is,
Sure, sure.
disorder or anything. I feel that we all have like sometimes these like little different archetypes of ourselves, these little like voices in
Sure.
like the back of our that are like trying to you know push or pull us in whichever direction.
I
And
agree.
so while Code 7 is kind of like Cody Steinman in Super Saiyan form,
Hmm.
like Sydoc is like the the evil twin. Um,
Ah, okay. I kind of see what you're saying. Which
and
no, that's a great point that you bring up because if anyone doesn't know, like you're part of multiple projects. Like you've got your solo work and you've got things that you involve yourself in. However, like what does this fall under? Is this the code set? Like I want, yeah.
Cody Steinman,
Okay.
I'm kind of like the two artists that I have that are like the music's uh, put on streaming services through is my name Cody Steinman,
Right.
which is the more uh, I guess um, straight ahead jazz ish or modern
Yeah.
jazz kind of stuff. So that's under Cody Steinman, and that would be like Sightless Quartet and Cody
Got it.
Steinman Band, Cody Steinman Trio stuff, and you know that's where Sydoc is a part of, and then
Yeah.
Code 7 is like yeah, it's just like I don't know what to call it, man. It's just
That's okay. It doesn't need an explanation as long as the music's good. That's really all that matters in the end. Um, one thing I will say about this song, and I think it kind of rings true to your entire discography, is as much as like you're making jazz in a specific style, you never make the same thing twice, even though there are similarities between these songs. And I think that's more about you as a musician and like the little flair and touches that you add onto it. This one I liked in particular because it sort of gave off like a suspenseful, dark, like eerie feeling. And it even the tone was a little bit harder. And I say harder like loosely, not like metal or anything, but it definitely went down a darker path, which I enjoyed. It made my ears perk up more than usual. And it just, I don't know, like it's 8.5 minutes. So it definitely takes the listener on a journey, which third instrumental track, is a long time, but there's more than enough happening to definitely keep you enthused. And I know I'm just fully blowing up your ego right now, and that's okay because you deserve it. But at the same time, really though, it sounds different from your other works. But knowing that it was one of the first to be made sort of explains it because you've gone through this evolution since then. I know that was a lot of information.
No, that definitely makes sense. And so I'm glad you brought up metal because I mean that's definitely I'm definitely very influenced by metal music. Like
Yeah,
I kind of realized as I've gotten older, like I'm kind of just an artist, man. I live in that space between like jazz, death metal, like brutal death metal,
totally,
and like
totally.
hip hop.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad that that's what you were hearing because that was kind of what this was inspired by, and it was like
Okay.
inspired, you know, with about like just like expelling the darker part of ourselves. Like like when I play it, I sometimes like picture you know like Code 7 over here. Like if I could make like a music video, this somehow would be amazing.
That would be
I just
amazing.
budget for this kind of thing right now, but
Right.
like Code 7 there, and he's just like smacking me like, hey, and I'm playing myself.
Sure.
Get up, like, and I'm just like, what do you mean get up? And then like he points, and I'm just like, I wake up. Well, first I wake up and I'm just like on the ground,
Yeah.
passed out, like drunk or
Sure.
something, or just, I don't know, something horrible.
Yeah.
And Coach saving my life, like getting me out of. He's like, look, and I turn around and there's like this like giant Godzilla like
All right.
monster, like Code 7, like marching our way, and it's about to go down like Dragon Ball Z style. And
I foresee this being an animated music video, just like
I,
completely off the rails, like an anime almost in that
yeah,
sense.
that's
Well,
kind of
hey,
the way I picture it. So I'm glad it makes sense.
you're making full sense, and now I'm just looking at the clock, just waiting for it to come to fruition one day. We'll see. I know things
Yeah,
are time consuming. There's a million things you could do.
yeah. I hope that's something I can definitely do with this one at some point. So,
Yeah.
but like that's kind of that's the picture I get in my head with the tune, and like a lot of what the idea is is just about expelling those darker sides of ourselves and trying
Right.
to grow. And I guess like just actively oppose
Right.
that's sort
I
of
think
stuff.
that there's more, I think there's more opportunity with instrumental music because it paints a specific picture and a vibe as you listen because that's all you can kind of take from it. There's no lyrics to put words in your head or like create a music video in that sense. But in terms of like art and creativity and creating a music video, it's fully up to you. You dictate what happens. There's no one else can make up your mind for you just because it's a blank slate. It's really just the sounds.
Yeah, no, and I think what's really amazing about instrumental music um is there's sometimes where you'll
Yeah.
just have these like ups even with um just for example like the fact that you were getting this like dark
Yeah.
metal like returns. It was more suspenseful kind of thing. It's like, yeah, that's like what I was going for. And those were like kind of the things I was thinking. And it's like I didn't communicate that to you in
Right.
words. No
That's what I'm saying.
words.
The
There's nothing.
opportunity is endless.
Exactly. And I feel that that's what's really beautiful about it is like,
Yeah.
you can really connect on a deeper level with,
Mhm.
you know, and just like psyche and spirit,
I agree.
and yeah, I mean things like that make me really happy is like to know that what I'm putting into the music is being translated well to the audience.
I fully agree. That's what it's all about, man. It's really just like it's your creative slate to do whatever makes you happy. And yeah, like I mean, I could say it a million times. It really, the opportunity is endless with instrumental music. It comes from the heart. It comes from a specific place. And we loosely talked about this last time, but I think that it is actually more fitting this time. Your music takes listeners on an adventurous journey through sound and style, and it's different every time. What is the elevator pitch for this song, like in terms of, hey listener, this is what you're gonna get, this is what you can expect?
Um, yeah, you can expect to find yourself somewhere between jazz, death metal, and hip hop. I get all instrumental form.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know,
right.
that's that's all I can say. I
No,
guess.
that's okay, that's okay,
Um,
because it's again, it's up for interpretation. Everyone
it's either
experiences things differently.
like either I, a lot of the time when I tell people for my music, I just go, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
That's it.
just going with an open mind.
The
I think you're gonna love it.
music that I think you'll enjoy.
Right. Okay, no, this
I,
is this is a good follow-up though. Is like, okay, considering this song has been in the works for so long, I want to talk a little bit about your future discography. Although, the timelines are all kind of meshed up at this point, what does the future of your music look like? Do you see it going in this more, I guess, darker, suspenseful direction? Or will things lighten up and be more vibrant like we've experienced in the past?
so, the idea with these singles is that I've been doing with the trio is that they're all leading up to us doing a full length album.
Right.
Um, Gonna be going back into the studio, me, Abinet, and Chris Bates.
Okay.
Abinet and Chris Bates. We're all going back uh, beginning of May, and we'll be, I think, re-recording one or two of the singles,
Okay.
um, and then we'll also be doing a bunch of other tracks, including some definitely lighter stuff, like a couple of the tunes I want to public domain music.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh
a
yeah.
certain connection to some of the um, just kind of like uh, old American songbook um, music, and I just really wanted to record a version of the tune Red River Valley and Abide with Me. So we're going to be doing that along with some other original compositions of mine. So that'll definitely lighten up, and
Sure.
I some stuff on the way that's going to be a collaboration between Code 7 and Javier Santiago,
Okay.
and really really looking forward to that. We've done a series of singles, and that's been in the work for a while, and I'm excited because we have the two cats who rapped on the original Code 7 project. Ben Sapgrim and Israel rapping on a few. We got Deshaun Jones playing saxophone on
Nice.
some, and we got Aram playing trumpet on a few. On one, we get him on one. My bad. And so yeah, that'll be coming, and then I'm doing some more video game music really soon, which is
Oh, all right.
here. But the other one is pretty dark. We're playing a alien layer from Contra, which
Okay. I'm into it.
has some of the just the hardest things I've played on a
Mhm.
guitar before.
All right.
Um, but yeah, it's gonna be great. So
So what I'm hearing is there's a ton on the way, and it's not going to sound the same. It's going to be an intermix of creativity, which like I said, and I probably said this to you last time. It's like you're the one putting in the time and the effort. If it's not something that you want to make or enjoy, then what is the point overall?
yeah, man, that's definitely kind of that's more or less how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not gonna lie, like, if I decided to be do more covers and do other things like that, and
Sure.
learn more tunes and stuff like that, I could probably make some more money and be a
Sure.
little bit better off as a gigging musician.
Yeah.
But I've 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 just found myself in a place in life where I'm just kind of, you know, uh, I love art and I love creativity, and
Man.
I like um, finding ways to like reflect and grow through my music. And
Mhm.
I don't know, it just ends up taking the most precedence in my life. And whether I'm making that much money off of it or not, what matters to me is that I'm doing something that I love, and hopefully inspiring others to do the same.
That's a beautiful sentiment. I'm serious. Like, that's what it's all about. You could conform, but at the same time, I don't think you'd be as happy making the music that you are.
No, I probably won't. I know
But
that for sure.
that's okay. I do want to talk about touring and shows for a second, though. You had mentioned that you've got things on the horizon pretty soon, I'm sure. So what's in the works for the near future?
So I have a new thing with the trio where we're doing like we're doing a set and then a one set jam session afterwards at
Oh, sweet.
every second Thursday of the month in downtown St. Paul.
Cool.
And so that's going to be really nice. It's actually tonight. The second one is tonight, so I'll be
Okay.
heading there. So that's kind of like the big thing going on. Um, Trying to push a lot right now. And then I got a show with Solomon Parham coming up at Ice House the end of the month. What date is that here? Let me look at my calendar quick.
Yeah, please, please.
Uh March 27th. Yes, the 27th of this month.
Oh, it's right around
We're
the
at
corner.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. Solomon's like
Sweet.
a big brother to me, be able to be doing the music that I'm doing the way that I'm doing it if it
Oh
wasn't for
yeah.
him. Um,
Cool.
so yeah, there's that, and I'm trying to put some tour stuff together. It's just right now my main focus is, since I got these studio days coming up, kind of really knocking that out.
Oh man, that's what it's all that definitely takes precedent for sure. You can always find a place to play, but that studio time is coveted, and that just means more good music on the way.
It
Love that.
does. It does.
I've got a couple more questions for you. I still
Yeah.
very much consider ourselves at the beginning of the year here, and so far you've done a great job of sort of laying out what else is on the way. But what's the plan for like the latter half of the year? Like, what are things looking like? What are some things that you'd like to see happen as well?
I would definitely like to put some more shows together, put a little tour together by the year. I'd
Cool.
like to do a little, maybe get to the east or west coast a little bit. I'd really like to do some stuff uh, uh, in. I'd really like to visit LA and see Javi and maybe try and do some stuff out there.
Come on
That'd
by,
be a lot of.
please.
That'd be a lot of fun. Otherwise, I do. Me and Solomon, man, that's another thing about me and Solomon also have singles uh, that we're working on, featuring L.A. Buckner on drums on a few of them, and so I'm also working on that, and that's also taken some of my time, and I really love doing it. So
Nice.
uh, yeah, that's kind of what the plan
Cool.
is for the rest of the.
I also think the thing being an independent artist, nothing is ever in stone. You're always on your feet, on your toes. Something pops up, someone needs you to add on something, or you play in someone else's band. So I fully expect there to be a lot of surprises in 2023.
Coming up. That's for sure.
Awesome. Cody, my last question for you is it's the same as last time, but things, always new people watching. Question is basically for the person that is going to discover you from this, what is an opening message that you'd like to say to them before they listen to your music for the first time?
Um, come with open ears and open mind, and I hope what you hear is something that inspires you to create or grow or show love in your own way. So,
That's what it's all about. Your music speaks for itself. Cody, sincerely, it is a pleasure as always to have you on. Thank you so much for taking the time. Please let me plug your music for you again here. If you guys missed it the first time around, the song is called Sydoc. We will have links in the articles that you can listen and share and follow along. But by the sounds of it, there's so much more headed our way in some capacity. If you're in his area, go see him play live. I wish I could. And yeah, man, I'm always looking forward to what's next. And there's always something in the works. There's always something to listen to. Hey,
yeah,
yeah, thank you so much.
thank you, Austin. You have a good one, man.
You as well. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye
Much
bye.
love.